Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Brand. This is SmackDown Live, and as we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, the main event tonight, Cesaro versus Shinsuke Nakamura for a spot in the Fatal 4-Way that is 100% going ahead at No Mercy for that man's world title. Well, hello, look at this. It's Ricochet and Daniel Bryan. How must Bryan be feeling? How must Ricochet be feeling? Gets another shot at it. Only if he can beat Rusev. Ricochet giving Daniel Bryan some props there. Bryan's incredibly aggressive. Bombshell announcement to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. EC3 making a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship at No Mercy. Kevin Owens has already qualified after his enormous victory over Rusev at Unforgiven. While the other two participants that will make up the four will be decided in two monstrous main events to come in the next couple of weeks. Of course, tonight, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cesaro. They've had issues. They're both at the top of their game. Well, next week, Ricochet versus Rusev in a wild card second chance for those two men. And here we go. First bit of action for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Switch it up to the tag team division. And the Undisputed Era, who were all over Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We closed the show on Monday with the Undisputed Era, and we open the official proceedings here tonight with the Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish were not in attendance on Monday Night Raw. Their presence, though, was not overly missed because of the new member, Roderick Strong, having the back of Adam Cole. And they finished the show in a very familiar pose. Will this match finish in the same way? We have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here on SmackDown Live. This is going to be a hell of a show. Absolutely incredible atmosphere. Lucha House Party, Lince Dorado and Kalisto are the chosen two out of the three to be part of this match here tonight, as they even look to try and get themselves into the tag team title hunt against new champions, the Revival. Bell rings underway. Kalisto and Kyle O'Reilly gonna start this one off. You hear the Lucha chants. Pretty popular team. And yet to really get running and off the ground. And look at this, Kalisto, as quick as you'd like, takes down Kyle O'Reilly with a clothesline. Look out, Kalisto! Oh my! Springboard enziguri right to the face, and Kyle O'Reilly sent over to the apron. And oh, look out though, O'Reilly fires back. Oh, look at O'Reilly with a shot there to Lince Dorado, who was not expecting that, but Kalisto was expecting him to come back into the ring. He's going to look to take advantage here. Gets him up for the suplex, but O'Reilly shifts the weight perfectly. Took him from behind, rolled him through here. One, is that enough here? No. Kalisto kicks out, but Kyle O'Reilly all over Kalisto early. Sends him in off the ropes. Kalisto so quick, but he was so quick to run into that knee of Kyle O'Reilly, who's very, very proficient in striking. His all-round game is one of the best in the world. And he's teamed up with another guy who's incredibly dangerous as well in Bobby Fish, and together the Undisputed Era, along with Roderick Strong and Adam Cole, make one hell of a combination. Just like that was a hell of a combination delivered right to the masked face of Kalisto, who is under pressure to try and get back in this one here. Over and makes the tag to Bobby Roode. How about that main event, ladies and gentlemen? How about the main event in general? The main event scene here on SmackDown Live. EC3 taking a stand, saying we are not going to negotiate with ESM. We are not going to take any more of their rubbish. We're making a fatal four-way match. We're sticking to it. It's Kalisto. He's going to take the chance to get a tag here to Lince Dorado, who is just unbelievably quick. And here he comes. And these guys have been improving the Lucha House Party. They've suffered some pretty bad losses in the past, but you can see the improvement is evident even just here. Bobby Fish turning around, looking for another shot there. Lince Dorado turned him though, and then picked him up and turned him inside out. Oh my! Took him down, and now to the top rope. And Lince Dorado, what is he thinking? Oh my God! Corkscrew moonsault on the button one. Referee perfect position. Oh! Bobby Fish was almost put away. It was so close. And oh, Fish again though. And now look at this again. Taking a page out of Kyle O'Reilly's book. And Fish though got back into the ring. He didn't see it. 1, 2. It's like deja vu. Oh. Twice that's happened to two different members. And now look out. Oh, my goodness me. Tilt-a-whirl DDT from the second rope here. Lince Dorado is absolutely on fire. And they almost put away one of the best tag team divisions in the WWE. My goodness me. Oh, you can feel the heat's been turned up on this division since the Revival captured those tag team championships at Unforgiven. Out though, Bobby Fish. Oh, hard backdrop. Picture perfect. The Revival, of course, must be watching this. They'd be keeping a real close eye on the tag team division. It's Dorado. Oh, had his elbows hyperextended and then got sent in. And hardest shot of the night so far with those double kicks. And O'Reilly trying the Saito suplex. It wasn't on. Oh my God, reverse Kanrana. Reverse Rana. Kalisto tagged in now. Kalisto tagged in. And Kalisto with a weary Kyle O'Reilly takes him for another spin. And Kalisto now all the way up top. Kalisto all the way up top. 450 splash. 450 splash. He has to follow it up. You've got to follow it up and get the cover. Down now into the cover. Hook of the outside leg. Huge upset here. No. Oh. I don't think the Undisputed Era quite predicted this. As Kalisto is taking it to him again. O'Reilly's in some real trouble, but he caught the leg. Clutch from O'Reilly. Oh. Shot right across the chest and drives the knee right into the throat again. Kyle O'Reilly, look at his strike here. Shot to the midsection. O'Reilly picks him up. Oh, devastating brain buster into the cover, but Dorado's in to break it up. Dorado was in to break it up, but Bobby Fish is going to break him in half. Oh my God. And O'Reilly locks in the guillotine. Guillotine is locked in. Kalisto in trouble. Lince Dorado was held down by Bobby Fish on the outside. Kalisto has to tap. The Undisputed Era win. What an amazing contest, ladies and gentlemen, to kick us off on SmackDown Live. It had a little bit of everything. And I gotta say, I want to see a little bit more of the Lucha House Party. Look at this brainbuster. That's lights out. It was already lights out, and Kyle O'Reilly took the opportunity while Dorado was on the outside tussling with Bobby Fish. And it was elementary once that guillotine was locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, are we looking at one of the most dominant tag teams in the division? staking their claim to another Tag Team Championship match. But hang on a second, there's two men who want their crack as well. It's New Day. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston getting in the face of the Undisputed Era. And this is what I'm talking about. Oh, and here we go as well. Dark KO looking to throw their hat into the ring as well. Noam Dar, Randy Orton staring down. Well, how do you like the tag team division now, ladies and gentlemen? But next week, we have a very special expose on the Revival. They head back to the original arena where they made their debut as a tag team. They go back to where it all began next week. Kevin Owens giving props. Everyone seems in a eerily good mood tonight. Maybe because EC3's giving everyone what they want. Flippy Shay. That is true. These two have been to war. One time in the main event of WrestleMania and then an Unforgiven. Owens has won both. Cut the tension with a knife. And Rusev might be sharing a locker room, but he's not sharing any love. None lost there. That's Lio Rush looking for Bobby Lashley. Lio Rush saying he doesn't have a match? Oh no. EC3 is messing with Lio Rush after the fashion that Bobby Lashley was able to get his victory at Unforgiven. Did EC3 cancel Bobby Lashley's flight here? Lio Rush is here by himself, and he's up right now in an impromptu match, at least for him. Lio Rush is going to come out here, not in his ring gear, for a match right now. Well, this is unbelievable. I got to say, I absolutely love it. Lio Rush, little hyena, little weasel, with his sidekick, Bobby Lashley, who isn't here because EC3 said his flight was, and I quote, cancelled. I dare say EC3 had a fair bit to do with the messed up travel plans of Bobby Lashley. But either way, Lio Rush is going to be in action here tonight. And you have to believe that whoever his opponent is would have been tipped off by EC3. But this is the first that Lio Rush is hearing of this. I love it. This is what happens when you cross the boss. You get your punishment. You get the feeling the issue between Lashley and EC3 is far from over, and as well as that, you've got to believe that Johnny Gargano will be waiting in the wings as well. And wait on a second though. Before Johnny Wrestling gets here, we're going to see the European champion, Sami Zayn. Oh yes. Well, not only did you not know that you were going to be wrestling here tonight, Leo, I bet you had no idea you were going to have to face a champion the caliber of one Sami Zayn. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Lio Rush underprepared, not in his gear. EC3 is going to look to make Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley's lives a misery. And with Johnny Gargano still out with those abrasions and that suspected concussion at the hands, literally at the hands of Bobby Lashley, well, it's going to be Sami Zayn to dish a little bit of revenge for Johnny Gargano. Lio Rush has removed the singlet and the bling. He's trying to straighten up his pants. He's definitely not happy about being here, and you can see that already, rolling to the outside of the ring. Look at Lio Rush here. Lio Rush saying to the referee, listen to the crowd. The referee's going to count him out. You got to believe, I don't think Lio Rush is going to want to take a loss here. The referee's telling him to get in the ring, and look at this, Lio Rush trying to plead with the referee. He's trying to say, I'm not even in my gear. I'm not even ready to go. And Sami Zayn, he ain't going to have any of that, as Lio Rush gets a forearm right to the head. And Sami Zayn's going to take it to Lio Rush now. Zayn now sends him in, off the ropes, ducks under. Oh, Lio Rush with a clothesline. And Rush gets the hell out of there. You got to hand it to Lio Rush. He's a hell of a competitor. Wasn't ready to go tonight. Hey, this is what you get when you cross EC3, and look at Lio Rush still pleading with the referee. The referee's trying to separate Sami Zayn from going to the outside, and Lio Rush picked him up. Suplex, takes the opportunity. Lio Rush, not in his full wrestling attire, is going and laying those boots that certainly weren't made for the ring into the skull of Sami Zayn. And Lio Rush now takes him over, rolls him through. Lio Rush still has a hell of a lot of skill. You can believe that. Doesn't really matter what he's wearing. He's still a dangerous competitor in that ring, whether you like him or not. Sami Zayn with a hard shot, and another hard shot to Lio Rush. Zayn picks him up, bounces him off the ropes. Oh, beautiful. Zayn, European champion, has had a bit of a run-in with the bruiserweight, the Brummy boy from Birmingham, Pete Dunne. Rolling him through here as Lio Rush are taking him down, trying to take the sting out of this. And you got to believe that Lio Rush, his ego is far too big to want to take a loss here. Particularly now, he could turn this into a hell of an opportunity. As Lio Rush now, look out, springs off, no! Sami Zayn brushed him aside. It looked as though he's looking for a cutter of some description. Sami Zayn saw it coming. These are the kind of opportunities that could backfire on EC3. What if Lio Rush is to defeat Sami Zayn here tonight? You almost have to give him a future European Championship match. Takes the arm here. Oh, what a shot from Rush. And that'll open you up. And look at this, the quickness here. Oh my goodness me. Lio Rush is absolutely unbelievable. And now to the outside and in, as quick as lightning, is Lio Rush. That was unbelievable. Just like that, he's turned the tide of this match. Oh no. Ran into the turnbuckle. Sami Zayn from behind, but Rush, unbelievably to his feet. And Lio Rush, oh my God, what a cutter. Sami Zayn barely moving. 1, 2, he's got him. Oh no. Sami Zayn peels the shoulder off the canvas, but oh my God, Lio Rush, it's quicker than a hiccup. And now look at this again. Rolls him through, nips up. Oh, God. Sami Zayn rolls to the outside, and look at Lio Rush. Now, oh, Zayn though, rebuffed. Zayn rebuffed. Big drop kick right to the face. And Sami Zayn now with the opportunity. He picks him up. What is this? Drove him down. Drove him down onto his neck. Referee. 1, 2, hook of the outside leg, no. Sami Zayn so close to putting him away. And this one's gotten real good. Lio Rush didn't want a bar of it, but he gets that white line fever. When you get in the ropes, you have to go. And now Sami Zayn is going to the top, springboard moonsault. Springboard, split-legged moonsault, up and down. Blue Thunderbomb. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Got it. No. Rush kicks out. Lio Rush kicks out. Hell of a performance from Rush. Considering he's not even in his gear. He's doing an unbelievable job, but Rush, look out! Oh my God! Another cutter! Another cutter! Sami Zayn landed on his face and just got the shoulder up. Oh! My goodness! The European champion being pushed here. Rush sends him in, and Rush getting in his face. He's getting close. Oh no! Sami caught the foot. Sami caught the foot. Exploder into the corner. Exploder into the corner. And Rush is trying to fight his way up the ropes. Sami Zayn backs up, looking to deliver the Haluva kick. On the button. 1, 2. Sami Zayn picks up a really good win over Lio Rush here tonight and shows exactly why he's a champion. But Lio Rush showed exactly why he is a prodigy. Unbelievable performance, underprepared. Didn't know he was wrestling tonight. Comes out in his street clothes, puts up a hell of a fight. But the champion is a champion for a reason, and Sami Zayn continues his winning ways. The European title is in pretty darn good hands, I reckon. What a match. It turned out to be unbelievable. Wait a minute, that's Pete Dunne. That's Pete Dunne, who's just come through the crowd. Well, I said the European Championship was in pretty darn good hands. Well, it's in Pete Dunne's hands at the moment. What is this? Pete Dunne holding Sami Zayn's European Championship that has already been stolen and retrieved. Whoa. Okay. Well, Pete Dunne ain't looking to steal it like Bray Wyatt did. But he is looking to take it in an official capacity. Oh, you've got to sign the match. Malfunction. It was unbelievable and unbelievably disrespectful from Tyler Breeze to lay out a legend like Christian. Well, this man, while very, very flamboyant, is also a student of the game. A very, very astute professional wrestling historian. This guy, Velveteen Dream, while he is very elaborate, while the entrance may suggest that he's incredibly vain and he has, you know, those tendencies to be a little bit above himself and above others, he knows disrespect when he sees it. And just from his vibe backstage, which is usually quite jovial, usually quite sociable, the Velveteen Dream said nothing to anybody backstage. He walked in, he went to his private dressing room, and he waited. This is the first time anyone has seen Velveteen Dream all day other than when he arrived. He has several words that he wants to say here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't mind betting every single one of them will be directed at one Tyler Breeze. It was absolutely despicable what Tyler Breeze did. Velveteen Dream. Yes, he crossed the line at Unforgiven. But you lay your hands on a legend. If you put it this way, right? If Tyler Breeze had have delivered the beauty shot to Velveteen Dream, you throw your hands up, you say, well, he broke the rules, okay. But to throw it at Christian, Hall of Fame legend, who's in retirement, is just absolutely disgusting. And he deserves everything that Velveteen Dream wants to give to him. Beautifully purple lit arena here at the moment. Velveteen Dream is ready to speak. This is one of the most emotional I've seen him. Dream is going to teach him a lesson. He's going to give Tyler Breeze the full Velveteen Dream experience. Velveteen Dream saying there is only one dream, and it is going to turn into Tyler Breeze's nightmare just like he promised. Velveteen Dream still as flamboyant as ever, but he's calling you on, Tyler. Will Tyler Breeze answer that call? Will Tyler Breeze be up for the experience? Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman saying to Bryan, we can change the Fatal 4-Way. Bryan saying, absolutely not. Bryan again, refusing to listen to Paul Heyman. It looks as though there might be a little bit of trouble in paradise. Heyman doesn't want the match, but Bryan does. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan, I feel like, is the only one with a shred of moral fiber left. He's the only one who wants to stand up and fight. And he proves it right there. Speaking of standing up and fighting, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to square up this time, because Sonya Deville is going to go one-on-one with that woman right there, Dana Brooke. Sonya Deville, she's very quite simply on a warpath towards Shayna Baszler, but she needs to impress Stephanie McMahon. Listen to this. I think this crowd's behind her. Are you? I think she can do it. But I do also know for a fact that Sonya Deville is going to have her work cut out for her, ladies and gentlemen, if she is to even get in the ring with Shayna Baszler. And I must be honest, her opponent tonight, is this really a way to prove yourself? Is this really the ideal preparation for a battle with a woman who is quite easily the most dangerous, maybe even person on the roster right now, men and women? Dana Brooke has a terrible win-loss record. I don't know exactly what it is, but I just don't feel like this is the right proving ground. And Stephanie McMahon, I believe, made this match. You have to assume made this match. Maybe just to try and see exactly what Sonya Deville has. She proved a hell of a lot against Natalya on Raw. She's back out here again tonight to try and do the same thing here. Deville throws her away like she's absolutely nothing. And then look at this beautiful takedown. This MMA style of Sonya Deville is really, really dangerous. Look at this. Oh, we've seen Shayna Baszler do that. We've seen Shayna Baszler do that. Now she's got the armbar locked in. Armbar locked in by Sonya Deville here. Armbar is locked in. Deville lets it go. Dana Brooke up to her feet. She grabs the same arm. And now she's going to try and wrench her down again. And now that Kimura lock, that mounted Kimura lock is locked in again. And Sonya Deville, I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered who it was. Sonya Deville tears apart Dana Brooke here tonight. Got her a bit. She's kind of making a believer out of me, ladies and gentlemen. I reckon if she can lock in that Kimura, it could be curtains for anyone. I don't think it's going to matter. My advice to Stephanie, if you're listening, throw her in there. How can it hurt? Everyone else has failed. Maybe Sonya Deville is the answer to the problem here. Wait a minute. Well, there's the problem. Standing on the top of the ramp with the Undisputed Women's Championship. Getting a closer look. But the question has to be, is she even impressed? She doesn't look impressed to me. But Deville rolls on. Well, there's Bryan. He's rolling on as well. That argument is still ensuing backstage. Wow. Right. Daniel Bryan. I think we've just touched a nerve. Paul Heyman trying to convince Daniel Bryan to change the Fatal 4-Way match to put some pressure on EC3, but Bryan doesn't want a bar of it. And the pressure is mounting. And so are the stakes, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event of the evening. It is Cesaro versus the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And that argument that we just saw backstage is because of this. Because the likes of Cesaro, Nakamura, Rusev, Ricochet, Owens, all of these guys bearing down on the WWE Champion. And we found out to kick off the show, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a Fatal 4-Way match. Kevin Owens is already in. Of course, Daniel Bryan, the champion. And then one of these two men, either Cesaro or Nakamura. And then next week, in the main event, Rusev versus Ricochet to round out the four. And these two, I tell you what, have had a serious issue since Shinsuke Nakamura was traded to SmackDown Live. He came out and has taken exception to the fact that, well, there were some vignettes for Cesaro that said, have you forgotten how good Cesaro was? Because he was in the tag team division. He had a very, very public split with Cassius Ohno, who was then traded onto Raw. Well, Cesaro was quick to remind us just how damn good he is as a singles competitor, but Nakamura took exception to that. Nakamura said, "Have you forgotten about me? I am the king of strong style, and I will rule my kingdom that is now SmackDown Live." The stakes are high, ladies and gentlemen. It's the bright lights of the main event. It's Shinsuke Nakamura right where he belongs. Cesaro right where he belongs. Here we go. Winner heads to No Mercy for the Fatal 4-Way match. We are underway, and Cesaro straight away looking for a European uppercut, but it's rebuffed by Nakamura, and then they link up again. Nakamura pushing Cesaro into the corner. Tense start. Neither man will want to make a mistake. It could be anything that ends this match, and look at Nakamura. Clinical style says, let's go. Cesaro running at Nakamura, but got a shot right to the gut. Cesaro rebuffs the second kick though, and Cesaro with a hard right hand. Cesaro, another shot there to Nakamura, and then a European uppercut collapses him down, and Cesaro looking for another shot, but Nakamura rebuffs, and now he's throwing those kicks, almost hitting up under the armpit there, not quite connecting with the skull, because when they do, they'll rock you. Nakamura sends him into the corner again, and then collapses him down. He's just got such power and timing in those knees. It's really, really hard to control as Nakamura with a hard knee right across the back. Shinsuke playing to the crowd. And it seems as though Cesaro can't really avoid these despicable sneak attack kind of guys. That's exactly what he had to deal with in Cassius Ohno, but he overcame those odds, defeating Cassius Ohno, sending him on his way to Monday Night Raw. Cesaro fires back here on Nakamura, and Nakamura now on the receiving end of all these right hands from Cesaro, and a European uppercut. Clinical stuff from Cesaro. Takes it from behind now. Standing switch, Nakamura. Shot to the back of the neck, and then a shot to the lower back. Nakamura will hit you a million different ways, and they all hurt. And listen to him now. He wants all of Cesaro. Picks him up, dangles him over on that midsection that Nakamura has kneed repeatedly already in this match. And now Nakamura going to look to slow the pace and wear down Cesaro. It's a real meld of styles, this, isn't it? Cesaro, just that sheer power, perhaps the most powerful man in the sport. Nakamura with the clear advantage of the striking ability. Another shot to that midsection. Oh! Cesaro thought he had avoided it, but he certainly had not. And Nakamura sizing up Cesaro now, sends him in, and look out. Oh, Cesaro swept him to the side. Now Cesaro with a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Real game of chess here at the moment. Cesaro sending Nakamura in. There it is. That European uppercut that'll level anyone. Down into the cover. Just the one count on Nakamura. Nakamura springs straight back up to his feet, but Cesaro picked him up. Nakamura turned it into a DDT. Brilliant. Brilliant counter from the King of Strong Style. And everyone was wondering if you'd forgotten about Cesaro and how good he was. Well, you can't forget about the King. He's been right to the tip of the mountain, but never planted the flag. He could do that at No Mercy if he's able to overcome Cesaro tonight and then enter the Fatal 4-Way at No Mercy for that WWE Championship. Nakamura dropping the knee down, and a very arrogant cover tells the referee to make the count here, and Cesaro kicks out. No lateral press there, no hook of the outside leg, and that's what you get. You get a one count, but it's not about that for Nakamura. It's about entering the head of your opponent. As Nakamura tries to throw another kick, but Cesaro sent him in again. And now Cesaro throws him out into the middle of the ring, and Cesaro looking to roll him through, but Nakamura stood his ground, and he's had all the answers so far, has Shinsuke. Now, Nakamura with a shot right to the gut and then a running kick. And Cesaro has not moved. Nakamura notices that. He knows he's out. Cesaro just comes to just in time in order to kick out. But Nakamura is in such firm control here. Cesaro hasn't been able to get out of the blocks. Nakamura has wrestled the perfect match. Because once Cesaro gets on those rolls, once he starts throwing those European uppercuts, he's hard to stop. You can see the pink on Cesaro's head here from copping so many shots to the head. Nakamura trying to put him away with knee after knee after knee. But Cesaro managing to kick out. Oh, and there's another one. That one didn't go up under the arm. That hit him right in the head, and so did that. Nakamura almost toying with him here. But Cesaro ain't one to be messed with. And he nails the European uppercut. This is where he needs to get rolling. Another one. And Cesaro now. Cesaro is firing up. Here he comes. Sends him into the corner. And now Cesaro this time. He's going to go to the well again. This time he gets it. He rolls it through. Nakamura's in trouble. Cesaro's like a tidal wave. Cesaro's like a tidal wave, and he picks him up. Unbelievable power. Slams him down. Cesaro now down into the cover. One. Referee perfect positioning on the cover, and he can't quite put him away. So much on the line. A shot at the WWE Championship. Entry into the fatal four-way. Nakamura, you can see, trying to fight for his life. Cesaro trying to keep him down. So important that you make Nakamura carry your weight. Cesaro knows that. He's a professional. Nakamura is as well though, and he knows the way out, and he knows that he has to go towards the midsection where he's just been absolutely kneeing the hell out of. And Nakamura now, oh, what a shot. What a shot, collapses him down, but Cesaro sends him onto the apron. And Cesaro, with a shot of his own. Nakamura's collapsed. Nakamura's dead weight. Cesaro's thinking of picking up that dead weight and deadlifting him all the way into the ring. Cesaro. Unbelievable power. Unmitigated power. Cesaro's exhausted, but it doesn't mean he hasn't got something left. Here comes the uppercut party, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I was talking about. The tidal wave. The steam train of offense here. Cesaro again. Off the rope drop kick. Cesaro now has Nakamura where he wants him. Oh my God. Completes it with a very European uppercut. A super European uppercut. But he can't put him away. Nakamura kicks out. We are just edging towards classic territory here. Cesaro picks up the pace. Nakamura struggling to go with him. Nakamura really struggling here. Oh, there's another shot. Collapses him in. And Cesaro, a hard right hand. A hard right hand, and Cesaro picks him up. He's getting brutal now. He's going to that other gear. The piston pumps of Cesaro. And he's firing on all cylinders. Sends Nakamura in. Gonna load him up. Nakamura has barely moved. Nakamura with the elbow. I think he might have caught him in the eye. Oh, that caught him in the jaw. What a shot from Nakamura. And Shinsuke is calling him on. Everyone on their feet. Nakamura now. Oh, went for a big right hand. No. Cesaro rebuffed. Cesaro rebuffed. And he takes Nakamura up again. He knows what he wants. He knows what could potentially put Nakamura away. And he goes all the way to the top. Cesaro. Unbelievable power. He held on. He held on. Oh my God. Superplex. Falcon Arrow combination. 1, 2. Nakamura's done. He gets the shoulder up. Oh. Cesaro can't quite believe it. He's trying to fire the crowd up. Nakamura looks up. He realizes how deep the water is now. And Cesaro picks up Nakamura. Oh no, Nakamura over the back. Reverse DDT. Reverse DDT from Nakamura. And now Shinsuke picks him up on his shoulders. Look out. Plants him down. Plants him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Nakamura's going to no mercy. No, he's not. Cesaro straight back up to his feet. Nakamura picked him up again. But Cesaro, he has a combination. Cesaro has the combination to escape. And Cesaro flings into the side. Oh my God! Cesaro was looking for a European uppercut, but caught a Kinshasa out of midair. For God's sake, Shinsuke Nakamura, clean knockout. You won't see a cleaner knockout. Oh my God! What a match! Shinsuke Nakamura on the edge of defeat. Cesaro leaps off. Look at this. Bang! Out of midair. Cesaro, knee to face. And Shinsuke says me to no mercy. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Nakamura is going to fight for the WWE Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, an incredibly stacked show. Toni Storm makes her SmackDown Live in-ring official debut. She takes on Ruby Riott. They settle their issue next week. And as advertised, the main event is Rusev versus Ricochet. The winner joins Nakamura, Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan at No Mercy for the WWE Championship. Don't miss it. Still catching our breath, ladies and gentlemen. This... Uh-oh. Finn Balor in this foggy, blue-lit arena, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see and hear from the leader of the Bullet Club. He said he was going to be here. Finn Balor keeps that promise. But he did say that he wasn't sure which part of himself would show its face. But it looks as though it's Finn Balor tonight and not the Demon. Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa have been embroiled in a dark, dark place. The war of words between the two men. Tommaso Ciampa painting himself up like Finn Balor, trying to draw the Demon out, trying to force Finn Balor to bring that side of his persona out, to dig down into the deepest depths of his soul. Tommaso Ciampa says, I don't need to paint my face to be a demon. I am one. Every single day. I don't know who's more crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Finn Balor for messing with Tommaso Ciampa, or Tommaso Ciampa for messing with Finn Balor. Balor is incredibly dangerous, but the Demon is even more so. What does Finn Balor have to say? If I'm Tommaso Ciampa, I'm taking that advice. Wow. Finn Balor warning Ciampa to not summon the demon. Oh my God. What is this? Finn Balor's in the ring, so I mean, we know what the music is. We know what that heartbeat represents. But Finn Balor's in the ring. It just got real cold in here, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on?